say you get a traffic stop, and which officer pulls you over? I had an incident where I was assisting an officer on a traffic stop, and there was a guy who had a gun in the case, and it was in his back seat. Technically in South Carolina where I was, you had to have it in your trunk. This cop was like, oh, I'm taking this guy to jail, blah, 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 and we're like, I'm thinking this is kind of sketchy. He says he was on his way from the range, and we're trying to get all this information. So one officer wanted to take him to jail. Supervisor came by and was like, what are you doing? This guy's not committing a crime. It was an honest mistake. Lets him go, type of thing. So it's really going to depend. So how can you articulate having that gun where you had it? So it's really going to depend on who pulls you over. Or who responds to that action.
On that note, this is a true story I'm going to share with you here, and this is so messed up and so outrageous. You wouldn't believe this is real, and this is true. This happened. This is up in Montana. So they're doing a lot of oil drilling up in Montana. They've discovered a lot of oil deposits and everything. So there's a huge boom in oil production. But with that comes the associated crime. There's a ton of methamphetamine use, and it's a lot of problems. So this guy's house gets burglarized multiple times. This is his garage, this is his driveway, this is his street. So this guy goes to his girlfriend and he says, give me one of your purses. So she gives him a purse, and he takes this girl's purse, and he opens his garage, and he puts her purse right there in the middle of the garage. And he goes and gets a chair and sits over here with a cooler full of beer and sandwiches and a shotgun, and just sits in his garage. This is like cheese in a mousetrap. But it's on my property. And so he sits there, and sure enough, what happens? People are walking down the street, and a guy, methamphetamine addict, who happened to actually be an exchange student from Germany. I don't know why he was there, but anyway, he got right here, and he looks and he sees that cheese, and he says, oh man, look at this. Wow, there's an open garage with a purse on the floor in the middle of it. It's so stupid, it's ridiculous. And this guy walks into the garage and picks it up. Did what? Entered an occupied structure to steal, yeah? And this guy comes up and just blows this guy right out of his shoes. So the police show up, obviously, and they say, all right, what happened here? And he says, it's not important. This guy came in, I was in the garage, I have a lawfully owned firearm, it's all good, whatever. And they're just, something doesn't match, something doesn't fit. And the guy's really not talking, the guy who shot him. And then they wind up talking to his girlfriend. And when they talked to her, she said, oh yeah, he kissed me last night and said nobody's going to steal from us again, and give me one of your purses, and I'm going to lay this trap. And what? 70 years. He got 70 years. Let me write that number because it's a great number. 70 years. He got 70 years, and he killed a guy on his own property. And you should hear, when he got his sentence, you should hear the judge lecture him. It's pretty fascinating. You can find it online and read about it. It's amazing. But was this guy scared? Was this fear? This ain't fear. This isn't fear. You're not on the side of right. No person would ever say, let me set up conditions so I become a victim of crime and then I can hurt someone else. Think about that, right? That's kind of like I just keep putting my chin out and I keep saying, punch me, punch me, punch me, punch me, punch me so I can hurt you back. That's craziness. That's madness. Sir?
Bernard Goetz.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah, what Mark is talking about is this is early 80s.